Welcome to my presentation. In this presentation, we shall see real-world application problems related to division of fractions. So let us take a practical problem here and then see how we can solve that. Let's say if you earn $900 working 10 and a half hours a day, how much do you earn in 1 hour? The problem is, if you earn $900, let me write down the main points in this problem, and I'm going to read the problem again. If you earn $900 working 10 and a half hours, how much do you earn in 1 hour's time? In 1 hour, what is the amount of money you're going to make? So if you earn $900 working 10 and a half hours a day, how much do you earn in 1 hour's time? So to solve these types of problems, these are very practical problems. We come into contact with these types of problems. We fall into these types of situations when you're working a part-time job or when you're helping out during your free time, and therefore in these types of situations we're going to cross multiply and then figure out what the final answer is going to be. So we take the 1 hour and then multiply to the total amount we're going to make, the total dollar amount we're going to make, and then divided by the hours, the total number of hours we work, 10 and a half hours. That is how we're going to write that step down. And now, once we have that step, is step number 2. We're going to write this one as follows. Step 2. So the one we have here is 1 times, in the numerator we have 1 times 900, and then as you can see, the units hours in the numerator, the units hours in the denominator, they cancel out, and in the denominator we have a mixed number, and we're going to convert the mixed number into an improper fraction. And the way we can convert the improper fraction into a mixed number, the way we can convert a mixed number into an improper fraction is as follows. We take the number in the denominator, multiply to the number on the side, take the product of that, and then add it to the number in the numerator, and then divide that whole number by the denominator value, which is equal to 2. So the way we can simplify this is as follows. 1 times 900 is 900, and that is the value we have in the numerator. And in the denominator, we're going to simplify this. 2 times 10 is 20. 20 plus 1 is 21 divided by 2. This 21 divided by 2 is the fractional part in the denominator, and therefore we can change this. We can write the 900 as is, or we can write the numerator part 900 as 900 over 1, like that, times, we're going to convert this division into a multiplication, and then we're going to take the fraction in the denominator and then write it as its reciprocal. The reciprocal of 21 over 2 is going to be equal to 2 over 21. The reciprocal of 21 over 2 can be written as 2 over 21. The numerator becomes the denominator, and the denominator becomes the numerator. Now that we have these, we can simplify them. If we have numbers in the numerator and the numbers in the denominator which are multiples of a common number, we can simplify them, simplify the math. So if we were to take 3 times table, 3 times 7 is 21, 3 times 3 is 9, and we add those 2 zeros next to them. So therefore, the value what we have here is going to be equal to 300 times 2 divided by 1 times 7. So 300 times 2 is equal to 600 divided by 1 times 7 is 7. So therefore, in an improper format, the value is going to be equal to 600 over 7. But that is not giving us any information about the amount of money we're going to make per hour. So what we're going to do is we're going to write one more step in here, and then we're going to say 600 divided by 7 is equal to what? So we take the 600 and then perform the long division. Divided by 7. 7 times what number is equal to or less than 60? 7 times 8. 7 times 7 is 49. 7 times 8 is 56. So we subtract 56 from 60. We are left with 4. Then we have a 0 there. We're going to borrow the 0. And therefore we have 40. 7 times what number is equal to or less than 40? 7 times 5 is 35. We subtract 35 from 40. So we are left with 5. So therefore, when we divide 600 by 7, the value what we're going to get here is equal to 85 5 over 7. 85 5 over 7. This is the amount we are going to get it in terms of dollars. If you were to write it in terms of a decimal number, it is going to be $85.71. So this is the amount of money you're going to make in 1 hour. In 1 hour, if you earn $900 in 10.5 hours, in 1 hour you're going to make $85.71. Okay, so that is how we can understand these types of problems. Let me take one more example in here to illustrate this point. In this example, we're going to say we're going to take a fabric related problem. Let us say we have 6 3/4 yards of cotton fabric in a roll. We have 6 3/4 yard of cotton fabric. We have this much of cotton fabric in a roll. If it takes 3/4 of a yard to make a t-shirt, how many t-shirts can be made with that roll of 6 3/4 of a yard? How many t-shirts can we make? So we're going to say how many t-shirts can we make with 6 3/4 yard of that cotton fabric? So that is a question we have. So now we're going to write it down in these different steps to be able to answer those questions. One t-shirt requires 3/4 of a yard of that cotton fabric. With the 6 3/4 yard of cotton fabric, how many t-shirts can we make? So we're going to find the answer, we're going to cross multiply these in this manner, and then we'll see what we're going to get. So we take 6 3/4 of a yard. You write the unit, so we'll see what we can cancel out, times one t-shirt divided by 3/4 of a yard. So the answer is going to be in terms of the number of t-shirts we're going to have. So the yards in the numerator, yards in the denominator cancel out, and then we need to simplify this as a second step. We're going to simplify the mixed number into an improper fraction format. So the way we do it is as follows. we take the denominator of the fraction, multiply to the number on the side, take the product of that, and then add it to the number in the numerator, and then divide that whole expression by the denominator part. This whole thing times 1 t-shirt divided by 3/4, which is in the denominator. So when we simplify this, we're going to write it out as follows. 4 times 6 is 24. 24 plus 3 is 27 divided by 4 times 1 will be still 27 over 4. The whole thing divided by 3 over 4. This is a fraction in the denominator. This is a fraction in the numerator. So when we have this is a division related problem, and then we said if we have problems of this nature, we write the denominator, we write the first fraction as is, and then we convert the division into multiplication, and then write the denominator fraction as its reciprocal. The reciprocal of 3 over 4 is going to be equal to 4 over 3, like that. So therefore we're going to write this one as 4 over 3. So now we are ready to simplify. When we have numbers in the numerator and denominator which are multiples of one another, we can simplify them. 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 1 is 4. 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 9 is 27. So therefore what we are left with here is 9 times 1 divided by 1 times 1, which is going to be equal to 9 times 1 is 9, 1 times 1 is 1, therefore the answer is going to be equal to 9. The answer is going to be equal to 9. And therefore, the way we can tie it back into the problem is by saying we can make 9 t-shirts. We can make 9 t-shirts with 6 3/4 yard of that cotton fabric. Okay, that is how we can understand these types of problems. In my next presentation, we shall see how to perform addition of fractions.